almost everyone twin flame travelers starts by asking the same burning question. Is there a faster way to reach union with my twin flame? Trust me, I completely understand this desire. That deep soul calling to unite with your divine counterpart can feel overwhelming, almost urgent. And in our fast-paced world where we're used to getting quick results, it's natural to seek shortcuts on this profound spiritual journey. But here's the beautiful paradox I've discovered. While there may not be any express lane to twin flame union, are still ways to make your journey more direct and purposeful. I've observed that those who reach union most gracefully aren't necessarily the ones who try hardest to get there. Rather, they're the ones who understand something fundamental. The journey itself is as sacred as the destination. In this reading, I'm going to share with you the most effective approaches I've seen work time and time again. We'll explore practical strategies that can help align you with your divine timing while avoiding the common pitfalls that often delay union. Whether you're just beginning to recognize your twin flame connection or you've been on this path for years, these insights will help you navigate your journey with greater clarity and purpose. The most profound paradox of this journey lies in the art of surrender. It's like trying to catch your own shadow. The harder you chase it, the more it eludes you. You see, surrender isn't about waving a white flag or giving up on your divine connection. It's about releasing the death grip of control that keeps you stuck in the cycle of anxiety and expectation. As one twin flame beautifully shared in their experience, I reached a point when I did not want anything to do with the twin flame process. I was exhausted from chasing him, and that's exactly when everything changed. Think of it like holding water in your hands. The tighter you squeeze, trying desperately to keep it from slipping away, the faster it escapes through your fingers. But when you relax your palms and create a gentle bowl, the water stays perfectly still, reflecting the light like a mirror. This is what true surrender looks like on the twin flame path. It's about reaching that sacred point of exhaustion where you finally stop trying to orchestrate the divine plan. As one wise soul put it, if God is making you wait, then wait. God is trying to show you something. You will see God's hands in all areas of your life when you leave everything in His hands. The beauty of surrender lies in its transformative power. When you release the need to control the outcome, you create space for divine timing to work its magic. Your energy shifts from desperate longing to peaceful acceptance, and that's when the real miracle happens. Your twin can feel this shift across time and space. Remember, surrender doesn't mean you stop loving your twin or give up on the connection. Instead, you're choosing to trust that what's meant for you will never miss you. You're allowing the universe to work its divine orchestration without your ego's interference. And ironically, this letting go often becomes the very key that unlocks the door to union. As you embrace this counterintuitive approach, you might find yourself experiencing what I call peaceful detachment, that sweet spot where you still hold love for your twin in your heart, but you're no longer attached to how or when your story unfolds. This is the space where miracles happen, where divine timing takes over, and where the shortest path to union reveals itself naturally. Think of yourself as a flower turning toward the sun. You don't force the petals to open. You simply allow the warmth of divine timing to unfold your beauty in perfect sequence. This is the essence of surrender on the twin flame journey. Let me share something profound. The concept of inner union isn't just another spiritual buzzword. It's the cornerstone of every successful twin flame partnership. Think about it like this. Trying to achieve external union without first finding wholeness within is like attempting to pour from an empty cup. You see, we often get caught up in the romantic notion of finding our other half. But here's the beautiful truth. You were never half to begin with. The journey to inner union is about rediscovering the wholeness that's always been there, buried beneath layers of societal conditioning and past wounds. One woman once shared a powerful insight. I spent years chasing my twin, only to realize I was really chasing parts of myself I had abandoned. This revelation perfectly captures the essence of inner union work. It's about embracing both your divine feminine and masculine energies, creating a sacred marriage within yourself before you can truly unite with your twin. Consider this. Within each of us exists a universe of polarities, light and shadow, strength and vulnerability, action and receptivity. Inner union is about bringing these seemingly opposing forces into harmony. It's like conducting an orchestra where every instrument plays its part perfectly, creating a symphony of self-love and wholeness. The process can be intense. I won't sugarcoat it. You'll find yourself facing aspects of yourself you've kept hidden in the shadows. But remember what Carl Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. This is particularly true in twin flame relationships, where every trigger is actually an invitation to deeper self-discovery. Each day of inner work is like adding another drop of essence to your spiritual crucible. Sometimes it feels like nothing is happening, but then suddenly transformation occurs. You begin to notice that the things that once triggered you about your twin no longer hold the same power. You start experiencing moments of profound peace and self-acceptance. Here's a truth that might surprise you. Your twin flame isn't actually your other half. They're a mirror reflecting back to you all the parts of yourself that need love and integration. When you achieve inner union, this mirror transforms from one that shows your wounds to one that reflects your wholeness. And that's when the magic happens. External union becomes not just possible, but natural and effortless. Remember, beloved soul, this inner work isn't just about reaching union with your twin. It's about coming home to yourself. It's about creating such a beautiful relationship with yourself that external union becomes the cherry on top rather than the whole cake. As one wise soul beautifully put it, the day I fell completely in love with myself was the day my twin flame showed up, not in my external reality, but in my heart, where they had been all along. Divine timing is perhaps the most beautiful and misunderstood aspect of the twin flame journey. You see, we live in an Amazon Prime world where we expect next day delivery on everything, including love. But the universe operates on a completely different frequency, one that's more like the blooming of a lotus flower. It won't open until exactly the right moment, no matter how much you try to pry its petals apart. Have you ever noticed how the most meaningful experiences in your life happened not when you demanded them, but when you were precisely ready for them? One man once shared a beautiful insight. I spent 5 years trying to force my twin flame connection, only to realize that those 5 years were exactly what I needed to become the person who could handle the intensity of union. The mystery of divine timing lies in its perfect orchestration of events, circumstances, and soul growth. It's like a cosmic symphony where every instrument must play its part at exactly the right moment to create the perfect harmony. You wouldn't want the cymbal crash before the build-up, would you? Similarly, union cannot occur before both twins have completed their necessary soul work. Here's a truth that might be hard to swallow. Trying to rush divine timing is like trying to make the sun set faster by spinning your watch forward. The universe operates on its own sacred schedule, carefully weaving together the threads of both twins' lives until the tapestry is complete. As one wise soul put it, divine timing isn't about waiting, it's about preparing for what you've asked for. The beauty of surrendering to divine timing is that it allows both twins to fully embrace their individual journeys. Each moment of separation serves as a crucible for transformation, burning away what no longer serves your highest good. Think of it like wine aging in a barrel. You can't rush the process without compromising the quality of the final product. Many twins fight against divine timing, only to later acknowledge that every delay was actually a blessing in disguise. One particularly memorable case involved a twin who spent years resisting the separation phase, only to later realize that this time was crucial for developing the strength and wisdom needed to handle the intensity of union. Remember this: divine timing isn't about punishment or testing, it's about perfect alignment. Just as nature knows exactly when to transition from winter to spring, your soul knows the perfect moment for union. The key is learning to trust this inner wisdom, to dance with the divine choreography rather than trying to lead. And here's the paradox that often brings the biggest breakthrough. When you truly surrender to divine timing, you're not giving up on union. You're actually aligning yourself more perfectly with it. It's like floating in a river instead of swimming against the current. The destination remains the same, but the journey becomes infinitely more peaceful and purposeful. Let this truth sink in. Every moment you spend in apparent separation is actually bringing you closer to union, as long as you use it for growth and self-discovery. The universe isn't withholding your happiness. It's preparing you for a level of joy and connection that your current self might not yet be ready to handle. You know, the most powerful catalyst for union isn't pursuing your twin, it's falling madly, deeply, and completely in love with yourself. This isn't the superficial self-love of bubble baths and face masks, though those are lovely too. I'm talking about the kind of self-love that reaches into the darkest corners of your being and declares, I choose you, all of you. You see, many of us enter the twin flame journey believing we need our twin's love to feel complete. But here's the beautiful irony. The moment you stop seeking love externally and become the embodiment of love itself, you create an irresistible magnetic force that naturally draws your twin closer. Think of yourself as a lighthouse. For years, you may have been directing your light outward, desperately trying to illuminate the path for your twin to find their way to you. But the real magic happens when you turn that light inward, becoming so radiant from within that your twin naturally navigates toward your shores, drawn by the authenticity of your self-emanating light. This revolutionary approach to self-love isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming whole. It means developing such unshakable self-worth that you no longer need your twin flame to complete you. Instead, you become a complete circuit of love within yourself. As the ancient wisdom teaches, what you seek is seeking you, but it can only find you when you're no longer desperately searching for it outside yourself. I've witnessed twins transform their journey when they finally understood this truth. Self-love isn't selfish, it's sacred. It's about setting healthy boundaries, honoring your own needs, and creating a life so rich and fulfilling that union becomes the cherry on top rather than the whole sundae. One particularly memorable twin shared, "When I finally learned to love myself the way I had been loving my twin, they appeared in my life as if by magic. Not because I needed them, but because I was finally ready to receive them." The revolution of self-love requires courage. It means looking in the mirror and loving not just your light, but your shadows too. It means celebrating your achievements while compassionately embracing your failures. It's about becoming so full of your own light that you naturally attract your twin like a moth to a flame. Not because you're trying to, but because you've become impossible to resist. Absorb this truth into yourself. Your twin flame isn't coming to complete you. They're coming to complement the wholeness you've already created within yourself. The fastest path to union isn't reaching out to them, it's reaching in to yourself, becoming the love you've been seeking and letting that love overflow naturally into the world. And here's the most beautiful part. When you truly master self-love, you realize that union was never about finding someone to love you. It was about becoming someone who knows how to love unconditionally, starting with yourself. As one wise soul put it, the greatest love story you'll ever have is the one you write with yourself. Let me share something transformative that I've witnessed repeatedly in my twin flame journey. The moment you shift your focus from finding union to finding purpose, everything changes. Think of it like two stars in the cosmos. They don't chase each other. They simply shine their brightest, and their gravitational fields naturally align. You see, the twin flame journey isn't just a love story. It's a mission activation. When you truly grasp this truth, it's like putting on spiritual glasses for the first time and seeing the world in technicolor. Your twin flame connection isn't meant to be just another relationship. It's meant to be a catalyst for global transformation. twin flames are cosmic collaborators first, romantic partners second. You're not just here to experience love, you're here to express love through service. It's like two master artists who were given different parts of the same divine masterpiece to create. When they focus on perfecting their individual pieces, they naturally create something magnificent when brought together. The mission-focused mindset creates what I call the purpose paradox. The more you invest in your soul's calling, the more magnetically you draw your twin toward you. It's like two parallel train tracks that appear to converge at the horizon. You're not actually trying to meet. You're both simply staying true to your aligned path, and union becomes the natural byproduct of this alignment. I've seen this pattern repeat itself countless times. When twins stop trying to force their connection into traditional relationship models and instead embrace their role as spiritual changemakers, the universe begins orchestrating their union in ways they never could have planned. One particularly memorable case involved a twin who discovered her passion for environmental activism during separation. To her surprise, this led her directly to a project her twin had independently initiated on the other side of the world. Remember this: your twin flame connection isn't just about creating a beautiful love story, it's about co-creating a better world. When you fully embrace your individual piece of the divine mission, you naturally align with your twin's frequency. It's like two notes finding perfect harmony, not by chasing each other, but by purely expressing their own unique vibration. The mission-focused mindset frees you from the anxiety of when and how union will happen, replacing it with the excitement of what can I contribute to the world today. This shift in consciousness often becomes the very key that unlocks the door to union, proving once again that the fastest way to your twin isn't through pursuit, but through purpose. Well, while we all naturally wish for that express lane to union, the real magic lies in understanding that the journey itself is the destination. The shortest path to union isn't about finding shortcuts. It's about embracing the most direct route through authentic inner transformation. And here's the beautiful paradox. The faster you stop trying to rush things, the quicker your journey progresses. When you fully commit to your personal growth, release the timeline obsession, and trust in divine timing, you're actually accelerating your path to union in the most effective way possible. Rather than viewing the journey as a race to the finish line, see it as a sacred opportunity to become the highest version of yourself. After all, union isn't just about coming together physically, it's about achieving a state of internal wholeness that naturally magnetizes your twin flame connection. So here's your invitation. Embrace your journey with all its twists and turns. Trust that every challenge is actually a blessing in disguise, preparing you for the profound connection that awaits. Focus on becoming the kind of person you'd want to unite with, and watch how the universe conspires to bring your divine partnership into perfect alignment at exactly the right moment. In the end, you're not just working toward union with your twin flame, you're coming home to yourself. And that, dear friends, is the most beautiful journey of all.